Okay, so this is kind of a follow-up video to Geekdom and Super Jay's Talk Dragon Ball this week, but this is also just my own video after seeing one of my friends post something on Twitter, and I was really thinking, I'm like, what are people expecting? Like, what's going on, guys? This is Tito Gaming back on the mic once again, and today I just want to talk about the expectations for Dragon Ball Super, and I really just want to talk about, I think people, I don't think it's necessarily that they expect too much. I think it's that we have a community full of people that throw out these crazy ideas of stuff that are gonna happen, of stuff that could happen, and people expect to see that, or they want to see that, and when they don't see it, they get kind of disappointed. Now, Super so far has not been a great anime. It hasn't even been a good anime. Like, it's just been decent, because the Battle of Gods arc was decent, the Resurrection F arc was trash, but the Universe 6 arc so far is really good. It's only had really one bad episode, and you can't expect every episode to be perfect. I feel like this episode that we just had, episode 34, was the best arc of the best episode of the arc. I think it was a fantastic fight. I just want to talk about the fight for a second. There wasn't a whole lot of action in it, but it was strategic. Like, Piccolo saw what happened to Goku. He knew he couldn't win the fight hand to hand. He knew he was weaker than Frost. So what did he do? He tried to stay away from him and charge up his best technique, the Makanko Sampo. And Frost didn't want to let him do that, so he kept being on the offensive, punching him, throwing ki blasts at him. Piccolo was doing the multi-form technique, or the after image technique, and he was destroying the clones. You know, Piccolo wrapped him up. It was a good fight. I think people associate Dragon Ball fights with Dragon Ball Z entirely too much. Like, I want people to go back and really watch Dragon Ball. Even if you have seen Dragon Ball, go watch it again, please, because people aren't understanding that Dragon Ball Z, while action-packed, and personally I think the fights in Dragon Ball were better, Dragon Ball Z had fights that really worry about fast movements and hand-to-hand combat in those fast movements, and that's what people got so used to. Dragon Ball was about hand-to-hand combat, but while it had hand-to-hand combat, the majority of the fight was strategic. It was trying to outsmart your opponent, and that's what Dragon Ball Super has been going back to. Now, Goku versus Beerus wasn't really about that. It was more about the Dragon Ball Z type thing. But the tournament here is really about all being strategic. And I could see Goku versus Botama. That wasn't really a great fight. The ending to it is something that would happen in Dragon Ball. Goku versus Frost was too short of a fight. It could have been a better fight, but the ending didn't have to change. The ending didn't have to change. It was just everything before that they need to change. It needed to be a longer fight. I agree with that. Piccolo versus Frost was a fantastic fight. It spanned almost the entire episode. It spanned as long as it needed to. That fight didn't need to go on any longer. It was an epic fight, in my opinion. I think it really builded suspense. Like, it really built suspense. And that's the thing, though. Like, people don't understand that. They think, oh my god, action, 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 fight, 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 like super fast movements, all this. It's like, that isn't all that Dragon Ball is. Like, this fight right here really kept you sitting there like, oh shit, what's gonna happen next? Instead of, oh, that was fucking epic, which we got so used to in Dragon Ball Z. But in Dragon Ball, it wasn't like that. Like, yeah, you had those epic moments, but it was like, most of the time it was like, oh, Junk, what happened? What's gonna happen next? Is he gonna do this? Is he gonna do that? What's gonna happen? Does he have a new technique? You know, that's how Dragon Ball was, and that's the approach that Super is taking in this tournament, and I think it's perfectly fine. I just think people come up with all these crazy fan theories of how stuff is gonna happen, and they expect the fights to be freaking an hour long each time. It's like, that's not how fights in Dragon Ball go. Most fights in Dragon Ball actually were only one episode. Like, you know, just like Super was. Like, you know, most fights in Dragon Ball were only maybe 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes, maybe 20 sometimes if it was a major fight. But most fights in Dragon Ball only lasted, like I said, an episode, maybe half of another one, maybe, if it was a really good fight. So I don't really know what people are expecting on the action side of things. On the story side of things, I can see where you're coming from with the Battle of Gods and Resurrection F arc, but with the Universe 6 arc, I feel like they're building up the story great. Like, the characters that are introduced, their backgrounds are great. The whole other universe thing is great. You know, it's like the Universe 6 arc is so far the tournament, except for that one fight, Goku vs. Botamo and Goku vs. Frost. That's the only disappointing part about the arc so far. I love the mystery behind Monaka, how we really don't know if he's really as strong as Beerus says. I love the rivalry between Beerus and Champa is just like the rivalry between Goku and Vegeta. I really like Frost's character twist. I really like not knowing, like, again, the mystery behind Hit, how powerful he is, whether he's really evil. You know, I really can't tell. I like that mystery. I like the mystery of, does Kabe have a transformation? How strong is Kabe? You know, I really like the mystery of that. And it's like, I don't know what people are really seeing disappointing about the Universe 6 arc. There's a tournament, and the tournament is, you know what I'm saying, it's begun. I don't really see what's so disappointing about it. Like, I don't understand. I really don't understand. The DBZ community is coming like the Sonic community. There's so many subdivisions of fans that there is no one cohesive thing that the community would really like to see. I really don't understand what they want to see. Like, what exactly can you guys please in the comment section down below tell me? Please, I really need a lot of comments on this video because I really want to see what you guys find so disappointing about the Universe 6 arc. Like, what is it? What is it that's missing that you guys are really just bagging it? Like, it's really not good to you guys. Like, I want to know, because it bothers me that I can't know, right? That the DBZ community is content with Super. Like, I understand the Battle of Gods arc and Resurrection F arc not being content with that, but with the Universe 6 arc, it's fine. It's a good arc so far. There's nothing that's been breaking plot hole. You know, there's nothing that's been absolute garbage. You know, I mean, maybe the fight last week, but that's it though. Last week was the bad episode. 33 was the only bad episode so far. Every episode has been really good besides that episode. And I'm not saying that Super is great. Super is a top 10 fucking anime. I'm not saying that, but it's not bad. I don't understand what people need to lower expectations. It's not that you need to lower your expectations. It's that you need to get out that fucking DBZ mindset. This isn't DBZ. This is Dragon Ball Super. You need to stop comparing Dragon Ball Super to Dragon Ball. You need to stop comparing Dragon Ball Super to GT. You need to stop comparing Dragon Ball Super to Z. You need to compare Dragon Ball Super to itself. Compare the Universe 6 arc to the Battle of Gods arc. Compare the Universe 6 arc to the Resurrection F arc. You see what I'm saying? Like, stop comparing it to the older series and compare it to itself. It's not the action of DBZ, it's not the storytelling of Dragon Ball, it's not the character designs of GT, it's simply Dragon Ball Super. And I really don't understand what you guys want more from Dragon Ball at this point. I mean, the past 2 arcs haven't been that great, but the Universe 6 arc really keeps me wanting more every single week. I don't know. I don't fucking know what the fuck you guys want anymore. This has been your boy T Up Gaming. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, man.
The CDP stands strong.
We kicked some serious ass, guys.